Hey everybody, beautiful day here on the homestead. It is, I don't know, October 11th or so.
I think it's the 8th,
The
but
8th, I don't know, I'll lose track of time. And it's gorgeous. It's like 65 degrees or something like that. Anyway, we're going to do some harvesting today. You can see that our beans, well, pretty much everything got frostbitten. But, come
Pinto's
on over here,
peeing on
Petrina.
camera.
And so the tops got bitten, but these beans are perfect right now for us. So we're actually going to pressure can them. We're going to harvest all of them and pressure can them today.
It's
Which
the
is
first time
our first
pressure canning beans. So
Yeah.
wish us luck.
But so they look horrible. But we got a ton of them. This bed, and this bed. So it should give us a pretty good yield. Well, actually, at the end we'll do a little video how much that yielded. So coming through.
That
These
didn't make it.
were our spaghetti squash, and because everything got planted late, they never came through for us. No, not spaghetti. These were butternut.
These were butternut. That's spaghetti.
Butternut squash. This is spaghetti. So these spaghetti squash are okay. So even though the plant is done, these will actually keep ripening, and these will be great. So these will winter over for us. So we'll have several of those. We have a couple yellow squash. Again, the plants look horrible, but there's yellow squash there.
There's some zucchini.
A couple smaller zucchinis in here, and we'll get them off. And then we have another zucchini actually over in the greenhouse as well. The Brussels sprouts, we're gonna let them keep going for a bit.
So the Brussels sprouts can make it through a hard frost, but
Yep.
I mean,
So zoom in here.
There's some Brussels on there.
There's a decent amount in there. So, and then this row is our broccoli, which we harvested a long time ago. So, oh, maybe this was
Yeah,
the
that was the broccoli.
These were a couple extra beans we tried putting in. We'll see if anything comes off of them. Our
Rosemary.
rosemary, Mom, thank you. So we'll get that dried and harvested. All of our herbs still look really good, but we're gonna start to dry these out. So this was actually mint from Pennsylvania. This came off of my mom's old homestead from, I don't know, I'm 56, so that's probably a 100-year-old plant. Some of the oregano, thyme, stuff like that. Chocolate mint, regular mint. So we'll get all this harvested and dried. That'll be cool.
And I think we're gonna maybe put some garlic somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Over here, so that was a lettuce, or no, that was a celery. It never really took off, but that's okay. There's another one in the greenhouse. Our tomatoes, everything got put in late, and
Well, the
Things-
second batch got put in late.
well, yeah, but because of the frost and then also 3 hailstorms, things just got ripped up. Like I said, it's really hard.
We did really well this year getting stuff in, like much better than we would have when we were in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like,
We got crapped on.
yeah. So
So anyway, all of these are green, but that's okay because these will ripen through the winter. I literally take them and I put them in a black bucket by different varying sizes and stuff, and we set them in a cool corner. in the
there are
house.
some starting to ripen.
Yeah, but we set them in a cool corner in the house, and they'll ripen all winter, and we're gonna have fresh tomatoes all winter. Like it's absolutely amazing, and we don't do anything special. A lot of people say like clean them and wrap them in newspaper and stuff. I literally put them in a bucket last year and hoped for the best. I'd never done that before, and they ripened through the winter. So I don't care if they're green right now. Peas. This will be our last harvest of peas. Some of them actually are a little. That's pretty plump. But you know, this will give us a meal or two out of that. The strawberries did yield a couple more, and there's even some more blossoms, but I think we're gonna have frost in a day or two. So these green ones here, we'll pick all them off, take them in the house, because what we did with our raspberries last year is we picked off anything that was green as well, and they ripened in the house. It was
Well,
freaking
and last year it was funny because we actually got frost overnight and we decided to pick them and they were frozen
Yep.
and they still ripened. So
And so there's several on here we can get. Asparagus is done, but I'll chop all this up and the chickens will eat this, and that bed will be put to ground. Or,
put to bed. That ground will be put to
oh
bed.
my goodness. All right, these are our pear trees, so they're doing okay. That one's still struggling a bit, but I think it'll limp through, and it'll be all right. Over here, these were just 2 peppers. So this
I'll have to
pepper's
pick that.
Yep, still okay. So I'm stuck. Our
I can't help.
Our fig plants.
She really is stuck, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
She's out.
So our fig plants struggled coming back because last fall I did not get to clip them down and cover them, and a rabbit got to them and ate them all the way down. Did not think that was going to come back. So you see it's like fortress right now. We did buy another piece so that I can have this high.
Rabbit trez.
Because a rabbit can jump over this very easily. Anyway, so that one's still struggling a bit, but this one's doing pretty good.
Pinto, it's your 15 minutes of fame.
If they were coming back, we put other stuff in. So these are 2 little tiny eggplants. I think they were just patio eggplants anyway, and they weren't going to get big. So it'll be an eggplant for each of us. We'll just slice them and make them. But so when we were in Pennsylvania, we actually bought 2 new fig plants, and they're about this big, and one had a fig on it. And so the gentleman that we got them from, Joe's, up in Easton, he actually said keep them in the pot and take them in the garage during the winter, water them once a month, fertilize April and August. Once they grow out of that pot, get them in the next one. And he had stuff in pots this big. Hey everybody, sorry about that. We had an alarm go off and it actually cut the video off. But I was going to wrap it up pretty quick anyway. So we're super excited about all the stuff that we have going on this year to can and what's that other thing called? Pressure can and water baths and stuff. I don't know if I said we still have all the stuff in the greenhouse. So we have our Swiss chard, our baby carrots. We're going to actually try to pressure can those as well. We have a couple of zucchinis in there. All of our lettuce is done, but we're going to get more lettuce planted. So a lot of interesting stuff. And we did our applesauce. I don't think I got to talk about the applesauce. Those were actually apples from New York, from Ray's greenhouse. We got the Cortland and the McIntosh. Makes a beautiful pink color. Don't need to add sugar to it. Oh, just phenomenal. So all the applesauce got done yesterday. We're doing the beans today. And then I think we might dive into the sauces, like spaghetti sauce and stuff like that, and salsa and stuff. But we got a lot of work to do. So just wanted to take you on a tour, give you a little update. And like I said, at the end, we'll show you how many beans we ended up with, because I think it's going to be a significant amount. And yeah, we'll catch you later when we start pressure canning and stuff. All right, cheers from the homestead. Alrighty, bean harvest is done. 1, 2, 3 beds. Trina, come on in here. This is what our yield is.
That's a 5-gallon bucket.
From picking now. While we were away, we had our friend Christina harvesting some for us also. And those did not get blanched the way they should before you freeze them. They were just frozen raw like this in gallon zipper bags. So how many of those did we end up with?
3-gallon zipper bags of beans, and I think 1 zipper bag of the snap peas.
Okay. So, you know, technically they weren't, you know, blanched the way they should be, but they're still going to be fine for us to use in like stir fries and stuff like that. It's just a matter, they'll get a little bit more mushy, but it's totally safe and it's totally okay.
And technically, if we want, we can thaw those out and blanch and can them. I did look that up.
You did look that up.
I did.
Well, then I guess we could do that too. So with
I just thought maybe that would make some room in the freezer too.
Yeah, with those 3-gallon bags, then this would definitely be a 5-gallon full bucket.
And we're going to can them in pints.
Right. And so when that's done, we'll give you the update on that and show you how many we ended up with. And it's just another way to show you that the amount of food you actually have to grow to have enough food to be productive, you know, it's a lot. This was my wife's side. She missed a couple.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh. Did you have your eyeballs open? All right. Anyway, the amount of food you actually have to grow to have enough food, and this is just for the 2 of us, is significant. I mean, it's a lot. Like if it was a family of 4, they would have to plant so much food to be able to freeze and blanch and freeze it or can it or whatever. So, you know, we have enough for us, obviously, to get through the winter with what we've harvested and what we still have to go. But anyway, we'll get on this job and give you an update at the end, see where we made out. Okay, cheers from the homestead. Bye.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Canning Central. I wanted to give you the final video section here of green beans. This was the first year we actually canned our green beans. I'm getting better at, less fearful of this pressure canner, but you know, she still makes me a little nervous. Had to move some stuff around, making room now. This year there's going to be green beans and hopefully some carrots. We'll see what happens when we pull the carrots out of the ground. But the green beans wound up right here. We did them in the pints. 1 pint. Looks like it should be good for Kim and I for one meal. And we wound up with 23 pints. And I kind of thought having to eat green beans for, you know, the time when we don't have fresh veggies, we can probably get about 1 pint of green beans a week, which is actually pretty good when you think about it. So that's where we wound up, 23 green beans. We still have the pasta sauce to do, and our applesauce is complete. We did some weird containers this year. They're actually bigger than a pint. So pints like that, you know. But these were given to us by our friend Tony. So we'll use the weird containers. We don't care. They were a gift, and who knows, maybe Tony gets a gift of applesauce. But if you look, we actually still have a lot of stuff. There's strawberry jam, fig jam. Under here we have some chicken soup, and we also did chicken stock, and the chicken soup was from our chickens. There's still some pickles in here, some rose hip jam. I think I mentioned the fig jam already, and the applesauce, and pasta sauce, just some leftover. But not a bad haul, so we'll see how we get through the winter.
And the pasta sauce would give us 2 cases, I think, also.
At least we'll have at least 2 cases of pasta sauce. I can't remember what my calculations read, but so not quite done. I'm sure we'll give you a video at the end of the pasta sauce, so keep following along and subscribing to all the videos, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Peace out.
Bye.